Well, hello and welcome everyone. This is day three at the Web Summit Qatar, and I'm Lakshay Gupta from ZEX Media, and I have Mr. Wayne over here. So, hi, how are you?
Hi, good. Actually, nice to meet you.
I just heard that you came right now, maybe to close the event, right? Like a showstopper.
Exactly, just the drop the mic type of event. Look, yeah, first time at Web Summit here. We're a new business. We were, pleased to be a part of this startup accelerator piece, and we're here to assess how we fit into the world.
Great. And I've heard you done multiple ventures previously. This is like your third or fourth venture, right? And you jumped on to something that's I don't think a lot of people have been thinking of, like a police for the AI, right? So that it doesn't get out of the hands. Tell me more about it. What exactly it is, and how does it works?
Sure, no, exactly. Look, the I guess the deployment of AI has happened over the last, I don't know, let's say 4 or 5 years in the mainstream. Obviously, AI has been around longer than that, but most recently, the sort of advent of agents and their ability to take away a lot of the autonomous tasks that humans are doing in organizations. That's happening now, and that's a 12-month-old sort of situation. So, as you say, people aren't thinking about, well, what controls are in place to make sure that these models and these AI applications and these agents that are being deployed are doing what they're supposed to do. And as you know, by nature, AI is autonomous, and so it's getting smarter. It's getting more autonomous as it sort of builds. And so you need proper governance in place. You need proper guardrails in place to make sure that AI is doing what it's supposed to be doing in the organizations. And so our role is to do that. We're building an agentic framework to govern AI and to map it back to whatever compliance exists, whether that's regulatory compliance, which is obviously becoming more in vogue now, or enterprise level compliance of the organization itself. To do all sorts of functions across the business. That could be claims processing in healthcare. Um, it could be trading in financial services. It could be a call center. Any of these things involve interaction with customers, probably interaction with some customer data, financial data, payment data. These are all things that an agent will have access to through some integration. So at the moment, traditional security frameworks and controls don't really cater for that level of autonomy. Um, there are certain frameworks that security can map back to, but AI is going to surpass all of that. So that gap is only getting wider and wider. So we're building a framework to basically govern around that. We will deploy our own agents into those workflows to basically monitor how AI is behaving. We will design guardrails around that. We'll ensure those guardrails are adhered to. And at any point, if AI is looking like not adhering to those guardrails or misbehaving, and there are other terms for this, we will notify a human, or we will take an action if the human has given us the action to do that. So think of us as the police and the governors for AI.
And how the system of Nura exactly works. I mean, let's say I have an organization. I have a pre-built set of different AI modules in my existing system. Maybe someone creates a document, some creates my appointments, and some manages my whole calendar. There are multiple AI agents in my whole organization, right? How do I implement Nura to my existence and make it work with?
So the first step for us would be to come in and actually assess your ecosystem. So exactly as you described, you've got a number of models that you've deployed. You might have some data stores where you've got some agents at work. You've got a chatbot or some sort of service function. So that's a common situation. We would come in and assess each of those products and applications, and we would basically design a roadmap to how we would implement use cases to make sure that they're properly governed. And so we'll design a governance framework for that. We'll in some cases deploy our own agents to make sure that those governance frameworks are adhered to and complied with, and we will also map it back to any regulatory compliance for AI that might exist, like NIST, for example. So that's how it's done. It starts with professional services engagement from us. We'll come in and assess. We'll do somewhat of an AI readiness survey for you, and then we will get to work with deploying our solution at the security level.
And what is the best level of adoption for the people are going on? Because I mean, they are scared of AI, but they still wanted to use the AI, right? I think that's a solution where the fear can fade away, so that they don't get scared by the AI and hop onto the newer tech. So how's that going on?
Exactly. Look, it's there's this, I guess, this war, some people would call it, potentially brewing here, where as AI becomes more and more smarter, and as the world moves towards artificial general intelligence in the mainstream, this is a problem. And so we're here to make sure that the human remains in the loop. That's our goal here, is to set the right parameters and governance frameworks, and so that it remains the case, to make it, make AI a thing that we want to embrace, and that it's deployed safely.
Great. And what are your upcoming thoughts for like Nura to be for like in next quarter or maybe in a year?
Yeah, we look. I guess at the moment we're self-funded. We're relatively well-funded. We've got a significant group of early adopters in various verticals that we're building use cases for today. So I'm excited about building those use cases out, and then we will go out to the market to look for more opportunity in those specific use cases. But from what we've seen so far, there's huge demand. Obviously, I think every business and organization in the world is going to be a customer or potential customer of ours. So we're super excited. So I guess we'll move on from Doha to Lisbon, and by Lisbon, hopefully, we've got a different story.
Yeah, I hope to see you in other editions as well, right? So I hope you enjoy the rest of the Web Summit. And I mean, yeah, there's the night summit left. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. And thank you so much for your time
Yeah, for
and
sure.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Lakshay.
And